While Pokémon Sword and Shield may not be perfect, they are definitely the best 3D Pokémon games to date. This is coming from someone who spent the last 3 years playing Generation 7 in its lovely tropical region ad nauseum in its
Depressive Super Coma.
These games have incredible quality of life changes, and I haven't seen anyone really have them all in one video, and there are more to these changes than just what we've seen advertised. First, let's get the more common things out of the way. EXP candies. In Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, there were candies that were made for every species of Pokemon. And that's about all of my knowledge on those candies because I never played those games, and since I never played those games, I have no footage of them. So here's some footage of Eevees and Pikachus. In Sword and Shield, however, we were given generic EXP candies instead in the following sizes: extra small, small, medium, large, and extra large, which are amazing considering leveling up in these games is on an exponential growth. The only way to get these candies, however, are by participating in max raid battles. Pokemon Box Link. Originally introduced in Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, the Pokemon Box Link lets you access your PC from anywhere, and you can even release them. Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon had something similar with the Poképelago, but you couldn't add Pokemon to and from your team, or release them. In exchange for this feature, placing your Pokemon in the PC will no longer automatically heal them. You'll have to talk to Nurse Joy every time to have your Pokemon healed now. She also heals your entire PC, so if you have any fainted synchronizers or mons caught from recent dens and don't feel like taking them out of the PC, just give Nurse Joy a chat. Nature Mints. The new item set introduced to these games are the Nature Mints, which allow you to alter the nature of any Pokemon you have. The Pokemon retains its original nature when breeding, however, but what the game doesn't tell you is that you can only obtain these mints through the Battle Tower, either through getting to Master Ball tier in both singles and doubles, and buying them with Battle Points at one of its shops. After reaching Master Ball tier, you're stuck grinding at just the Battle Tower for 25 battles to get the exact amount of BP to get exactly one, count 'em one, Nature Mint. Meanwhile, if you have Nintendo Online, you can get BP through Ranked, where there are prizes every competitive season, which include a specific set of mints for that season, including enough BP to buy a mint of your own. Same species parents can pass egg news to each other, which is honestly such an amazing improvement, you have no idea. It saves so much time on breeding, especially if you've made a mistake on a moose set, especially on a competitive shiny Pokemon. And now for the lesser known quality of life changes. The IV Judge is obtainable by playing through the Battle Tower until you get 6 consecutive wins, where at the end you'll have to battle Leon, and then when you do, you're good to go. This is a little more cumbersome compared to Generation 7, where all you had to do was hatch 20 eggs and then talk to this random NPC at the battle tree, but it's definitely more straightforward. Aegislash got nerfed. Let me not talk with my hands. Aegislash got nerfed. Before Generation 8, Aegislash had 150 defenses in its shield form and 150 offenses in its sword form. Coupled with King Shield lowering your attack by 2 stages, this made Aegislash a must-pick until it was forced to Ubers. But Game Freak decided that since Landorus Therian wasn't going to be in the game's decks, there must be another to usurp the throne. Not only has King Shield been nerfed so it only lowers your attack by 1 stage, but Aegislash itself was nerfed so that its defenses in shield form are now 140. The same was done for its sword form. These changes are crucial, even for someone like me who is like 50% knowledgeable on the Pokemon meta.
I have approximate knowledge of many things.
This means that Aegislash is now allowed back amongst the general population, so get ready to see a lot more of it. The Rotom Catalog. Sword and Shield have made it incredibly easier to change Rotom's forms. By going to this house in Wyndon and battling the Chad hiding in shame, you'll get the Rotom Catalog, which will allow you to change Rotom's form directly from your bag. Ready to get even more obscure? Cool, me too. You can nickname other trainers Pokemon. If you've gotten a Pokemon from Surprise Trade or a friend of yours has traded one to you, insert joke about having no friends, haha, very sad, moving on, you're able to actually nickname it. Just go talk to Jack like you normally would, and yes, his name is Jack, it says so in the strategy guidebook. He'll warn you that you can only name it once, and that you'll have to be sure about the name you give it, because it'll be forever branded by its slave name, now and forever a part of your covenant of demons. Not fully evolved Pokemon that are level 100 can actually evolve now. All you need is a rare candy. Happiness and affection are now the same thing, which simplifies a lot of things, because evolving happiness-based Pokemon is a lot easier thanks to Pokemon Camp. Additionally, the friendship value needed to evolve said Pokemon has been lowered from 220 to 160. Very tight. Very smexy. Alright, home stretch. Some abilities and egg groups have also been changed this gen. The following abilities now have overworld effects as a Sword and Shield. Flash Fire, Storm Drain, Harvest, and Lightning Rod all now increase the likelihood of encountering Pokemon of those respective types. This is great because it makes Pokemon with low encounter rates like Sizzlypede and Pincurchin easier to encounter. Infiltrator now reduces encounter rate if in the lead of your party for some reason. Super Luck now works like Compound Eyes in that it increases the likelihood of a Pokemon holding an item. And finally, Synchronize now will work 100% of the time when syncing for a nature. These next abilities have either been buffed or nerfed. Disguise, Mimikyu's exclusive ability, now inflicts 1/8 damage when broken. Moody will no longer affect evasion or accuracy, which makes Moody usable, except the only Pokemon in these games that get Moody are Hidden Ability Glalie and Octillery, which are probably the most lackluster Pokemon to receive the ability in the first place. Intimidate was nerfed to the ground this gen, plain and simple. But just how bad was it? Well, you decide. The following abilities either now block Intimidate or are now activated by Intimidate. Rattled, which previously was only activated by Dark Bug and Ghost type attacks, is now also activated by Intimidate. Inner Focus, Oblivious, Own Tempo, and Scrappy all block Intimidate now. And now for the final part of the video. The egg groups. The Ralts line, including Gallade, which were previously just in Amorphous, are now in human-like in Amorphous. The Flygon line, which was previously in Bug, is now in Bug and Dragon. Hawlucha, which was previously just in human-like, is now in human-like and Flying. The Avalugg line, which was just in Monster, is now in Monster and Mineral. And finally, the Noivern line, which was previously just in Flying, is now in Flying and Dragon. And that should take care of all the changes made in Sword and Shield. All information used will be sourced in the description below, and I'm going to let the fancy Reddit narrator take care of the rest of the outro because it's too cringy for me to say out loud.
Hello Tumbly Wumblies. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. May my non-threatening demeanor persuade you to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're really feeling crazy then maybe share this with some friends. Otherwise stay litty like a titty.